number 11, Finland 2, 12, France 2, 13, Sweden 2, Gustav Jansson, Joel Ernstson, Marcus Vadell, 14, Estonia 2, 15, Australia 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second day of World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships 2022 here in Säter, Sweden. My name is Elīna Krēmere, and I really warmly welcome you all to this amazing place where we are ready to distribute the medals in 5 distances total. And yesterday we already experienced the middle distance charming athletes and everybody there. So we already know our medalists for the middle distance, and today really exciting race ahead of us, which will be the relay. All the teams will be participating with 3 athletes in a team per country. Some countries have more than one team, so that will be really interesting to watch too. And we can see the start lists on the screen. As you can see, there are many teams, 23 in total. We're having Finland, Switzerland, France, Lithuania, Denmark, Spain, Sweden, Austria, Poland, and many more. Today, definitely favorites are amongst Finland, Switzerland, France, and Lithuania teams. Finland showing themselves, athletes showing themselves really strong since yesterday. So the team today for Finland 1 is Mika Nurmi, who got the 5th place yesterday in the middle distance. Timo Kaksonen, who was the 8th athlete yesterday, and Samuel Pokkala, who was the 2nd fastest athlete yesterday in the middle distance. Also Switzerland, as you can see in your screen, Adrian Jägi, 18th place yesterday, as well as his teammates Silas Hots and Simon Brandley, who was 7th yesterday. Team Lithuania, of course, you can see Jonas Vytautas Gvildis in your screens. He has some really good teammates, Jonas Maiselis and Ignas Ambrazas, who was in the 10th place yesterday. The mass start will be given in 2 minutes time at exactly 10 o'clock. So we're really eager and excited to watch what team will be the strongest today. As you can see, not full 2 minutes until the start. Speaking about today's terrain, we will see the course a little bit later, but the relay is definitely going to be a little easier, not so challenging than yesterday. It's a rather flat area with some moderately hilly slopes and valleys. Pine forest with a dense network of good rideable paths, tracks and forest roads. Some areas with a very dense path network can occur, mainly good visibility, but some parts with younger forest where the visibility is lower. So really interesting race ahead of us. Cannot wait already. Speaking about the past results, about the last year, 2021 relay in Finland, which happened last year. The first place was taken by Finland, Team Finland, with Andre Haga, Pekka Niemi and Samuel Pokkala. The second place was for neutral athletes, and third place was for a Switzerland team, Adrian Jägi, Silas Hots and Simon Brandley. It looks like the Switzerland athletes are competing in the same order as the last year. So let's see if it's their key to the success, key to the podium.
Turn your map!
Looks like also Team Finland was a very second team for Finland was very successful last year. So let's see how they are doing today. And the start is given. And athletes are heading into the forest. We can see some Swedes, Estonians, Denmark athletes, more Estonians. Very exciting race ahead of us today. So let's see. This is the arena, and I really hope that we are gonna see the course in a little while. Looking at the, oh yeah, here is the course. As I mentioned, very many paths and good rideability, but some very different route choices because of all the paths and tracks and roads. It's definitely a little harder to choose the shortest and the luckiest route choice to every control. As we can see, some longer legs, of course. Tricky route choices. Then the athletes are coming back into the arena passage. And after the arena passage, they have, looks like, about 3 to 4 more controls almost right here by the arena, which will definitely decide the ending of the course. In about 8 minutes, a little less, 7.5 minutes, there's gonna be also a junior race starting. There are 12 men teams also starting, and 20 minutes past 10, there are a woman elite group who will start the race. We will follow them too. And after them, it's going to be 7 teams, younger women at the Junior World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships in Sweden.
And the junior world champion from yesterday, Elīna, the 205. Estonia 206, in France 207, Italy 208, Latvia 209, Norway 210, Spain 211, and finally with speed number 212, Sweden, Jon Hansson, and yesterday's silver medalist Felix Silver.
We are working on this.
12 teams will start in the classmen 20.
We will be seeing GPS tracks very shortly from the men athletes. Yes, we are. We have some GPSs, not some, but GPSs from all the athletes, and we can see them splitting there, taking the controls which one of them have those. And as we can see, they are still in a pretty big pile in front of everybody. There are some athletes a little bit slower. Looks like from Australia and Denmark. A little bit slower, but nothing much to worry about since it's only the beginning and only 5 minutes have passed in the race.
Som vill följa tävlingen finns i TV-skärmar. Det finns någonstans runt omkring det röda huset där i något där. Då kan ni se här täten i en tät klunga är nu ute vid de tredje, fjärde kontrollen där någonstans. Vi återkommer till den vi får till de första telekontrollen och till de första radiokontrollerna. Det ser ut just nu i alla fall att vara Sverige långt fram. Så att spännande att följa, men väldigt tät lunga så det är lite knappt 4 minuter kvar till start.
We can see a little different route choices for the next control. Looks like a Spanish athlete made a little mistake there, going a little too far on the road, but then came back. And other athletes choosing the safest option, the big road, which is definitely the best for riding fast, going really fast to the next control.
3 minutes to start. 3 minuter till start.
We can see Australia athlete being a little bit behind. But looks like Czech Republic, also Finland and Austria, with some other athletes have definitely taking a little lead in front of the rest of the group. We can see still some of the athletes being in the lead group. One of them definitely Czech Republic. Looks like other ones are from Finland. And we can see them here on the TV control. And we have the first split results. So Finland, Mika Nurmi being the fastest athlete to the TV control. Poland. With Bartosz Niebielski being the second fastest athlete. And let's also wait for the others. Wojtek Stransky from Czech Republic, 26 seconds behind. And then here comes the rest of the group. From Austria, France and Switzerland. We have Tobias Breitschadel, Jeremy Poor, Adrian Yagi and Angel Garcia from Spain. Only 40 seconds behind. Looks like a very tight race. We can see someone here coming to the control number 71. It's from Germany, Lennart Voss. Some more athletes from Estonia, Lauri Malsrus, who showed really good shape yesterday in the middle distance. He finished in top 6.
To the first lead control. Then we have Czech Republic, team 2, 26 seconds behind. Austria with Tobias Breitschädel, 31 seconds behind in 4th place. France in 5th place.
Also Portugal, Guilherme Marques coming into the TV control. Here we can still see the GPSs. We have two teams in the lead. Some little forest cams, or filmmaker is, or filming guy is riding a bike right behind the leaders. As you can see, looking around, it's definitely a pine forest with a network of good rideable paths. As you can see, athletes are going in a great speed, and they looks like they are coming into the arena very, very soon.
Denmark won. Cecilia and yesterday's world champion Elīna, and yesterday's silver medalist from Säter. We pick number 2, Finland won. Sarinan.
Almost missing a road there.
Sixth place yesterday, and Marika Hara, third leg. 8th place yesterday.
Oh, oi, oh, oh, ho. That was an interesting misunderstanding. Finland athlete missed a little path there, but they're both still in the lead. As you can see, riding a really fast track.
Yesterday, 113, Sweden 2, Linn Bylars, Karin Gustafsson, Gabriella Gustafsson, and finally, with bid number 114, Switzerland. That's the 14th team who will start in the women's class. So, on the screen, we can now follow the riders at the first leg. And so far, what I can see, it's still Finland just ahead of Poland. In a lovely single track, you can see them after riding 30 minutes 45 seconds.
Main athletes going there right by the open land and then coming on to a big road. That's definitely a road in front of them. It looks like a great speed too.
We have less than 6 minutes to the women's start. And 20. Mindre än 6 minuter kvar. Snart 5 minuter kvar till start i damklassen.
And we can see the GPS is here, and definitely Czech Republic. Czech Republic in the lead.
Poland together with Czech Republic.
two leaders from Poland. It's Bartosz Niebielski being there in a lead, and the second one from Czech Republic, it's Jan Hasek. If we remember yesterday's race, he was in a top position for quite some time there in the middle distance. And looks like they are followed by a Czech Republic team number 2, Wojtek Stransky. Also Finland, team 1 with Mika Nurmi in the first leg. Then we can see team Switzerland with Adrien Jaegi. And then we can see France, Portuguese, Spain, and Swedish and Lithuanian athletes. Right by the control, Mika Nurmi with Wojtek Stransky and someone else. And now we are heading right back to the arena to see the start for women relay, which will be in 3 minutes. So we have definitely some favorites here. We can see Denmark athlete Cecilia Kristoffersen, who finished yesterday in the middle distance in the 30th position. She has her teammates Nicolene Splitorf and Camilla Zogard, who both finished in top 2 yesterday, with Nicolene in the first place and Camilla taking the silver. Finland, here we can see Hanna Sarinan, who finished 5th yesterday. Her teammates Ruska Sarela and Marika Hara, who finished in the 8th position. Sarela finished in 6th position. Then we can see Czech Republic, Renata Paulickova, top 20 result for her yesterday. She has her teammates Maria Kamriotova and Martina Tichovska. Then here are France athlete Lucy Rudkevits, finished 26th yesterday, 108. That's Czech Republic team number 2, Vendula Musilova. Also, amongst favorites, there definitely is Team Lithuania. We can see Ramūna Arlauskienė on the start line, and she and her teammates are Karolina Mickevičiūtė-Judosienė, who finished 18th yesterday, and Gabriela Andriusjūnienė, who finished 6th yesterday. Another Baltic country, Estonia, Mari Linas. She has her teammates Larry Hirv and Pibe Tamamea, who finished as in the 32nd position yesterday. And of course Austria in front of us, Jana Knilica and her teammates Michaela Gigon and Marina Reiner. If we look at the past year's results really quickly, in the past year, women, the first place was taken by Denmark with Cecilia Kristoffersen, Nicolene Splitorf and Camilla Zogard, right in the same order, the same athletes who took the gold last year. So let's see if it's their key to the success. In the second place last year was Finland, Mervi Pesu, Ingrid Stengard and Marika Hara. And the third place was taken by the neutral athletes, but in the fourth place, a really good race last year in Finland in World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships for Lithuania. Last year it was Victoria Minkovic, Algirda Mitskuviene and Karolina Mickevičiūtė-Judosienė. There they are going right into the forest. Right into the forest. A rather flat area but they will definitely expect some moderately hilly slopes and valleys. There are a total of 14 teams competing in today's women's race. So let's see how they will be doing today. Here we are taking a quick peek into the women's course today. As we can see, a little similar to the men's. As we can definitely see here some forking, and depends on the forking control. It's really interesting to choose the right route choice today also. As we saw yesterday, route choices are very, very important part of the race. As we can see, then they're going at the ending part of the course. They're going coming back to the arena, just like men's athletes are. A little spectator control, arena passage, and then after that a few more controls, 3 to 4, depends on the forking, and back into the arena, letting the teammate compete next in the relay in this year's World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships. We are back to the GPS. We can expect men coming in very pretty soon into the arena. And as we can see there, now the leaders group is a little bigger. There are Czech and Poland isn't in a complete lead anymore. Looks like they're more in a leader group, not a leader duo. Speaking of the weather, by looking outside and even around me, I can definitely tell that the athletes are experiencing a little rain in the forest too. So let's see how does it change them. Competing, we can see both Finland teams choosing the route choice to go around, but most probably they have the far right forking control, so that this route choice seems illogical. Poland and both Czech Republic teams going straight down the middle. Czech Republic going to the right side more. But Poland still looks like in a great lead. If we look at the last year's result, Poland came into the finish at the relay only in the 12th position, with Bartosz Niebielski, Hubert Kielak and Julia Nigam. this year, leg number 1 is the same, Bartosz Niebielski, but the other two are a little different. So let's see what changes here. Here we can see the leaders group in the forking controls. Looks like Polish athlete went right past the control. Could be that he has one of the two forkings. But a pretty big leader group right down there at the map. The rain is continuing at the arena, so the athletes are definitely having some challenges right there at the forest too. Here we can see the leaders heading to the control that looks like they're all having in common. It's Finland Team 1 with Mika Nurmi, Czech Republic Team number 1 with Jan Hasek, Italian, France and Spain athletes could be there. Looks like they are there. Taking the control and heading upwards to the map, coming closer to the arena. But the next control is forking. So let's see which athlete has which control right ahead of them. Also at the arena we can experience the latest start of today's relay. It's gonna be a woman for juniors, junior women, junior world mountain bike orienteering championships. 7 teams from Finland, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia, and Poland and Sweden. So let's definitely wish them luck out there. And And a little TV control number 1 with women's athletes coming into the forest. As we can see in the lead, there is Cecilie Kristoffersen from Denmark, and just a little behind her there are other athletes. Let's see, 20 seconds behind her, Mervi Pesso from Finland. Then 50 seconds behind Linn Billards from Sweden, and right with her we can see Renata Pavlitskova from Czech Republic approaching the TV control number 1.
I can't see Czech Republic Team 1 there yet. No. More teams at the first. The lady, the woman, Denmark, Sweden, Denmark 1, Sweden 2 in third place. Linn Billards, 47 seconds behind Denmark 1. And Czech Republic 1 is in fourth place. Yeah. Go. 48 seconds behind.
Women GPS, they have definitely passed the TV control number 1. The leader group has passed them. And we can see Finland and Sweden heading to the forking control there. Looks like Finland made a little mistake there, went on the wrong road. Finland, Henna Sarinan. And Swedish athlete coming right behind her. Anna Tiderman from Sweden. Also Denmark, of course, the favorites today. Cecilie Kristoffersen coming right there, and now we are following one of the athletes. We're following Finland athlete Henna Sarinan, who came fifth one yesterday in the middle distance, and right now looks like she's in the lead. Right behind her, there's Sweden and Denmark. Looks like Estonia coming in hot too, as well as France and Czech Republic also. As you can see, some good rideable paths there. Coming right by the open arena. We will see, yes, Denmark and Sweden coming right through. For Denmark, Cecilie Kristoffersen, and for Sweden, it's Anna Tiderman, having looks like a really good first leg on today's relay in World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships. Also, Estonia coming right after, and Marilinus for Estonia, and Czech Republic Renata Pavlickova, as well as I see France there, and for France is competing Lucy Rautkiewicz.
So it's a really close race, a tight race after riding 35 minutes. We have 6 teams in a gap of 25 seconds.
Looks like Sweden is making a mistake there. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like Sweden is definitely making a big mistake. They're going through a path that they really cannot cross into some houses. Oh no, that is a really big mistake for the Swedish athlete, going completely in a wrong way. Estonia, Czech Republic and France is coming in really close behind. Looks like the trio will be getting ahead of the Swedish athlete, or are they? Yeah, they're right behind her. Swedish athlete completely lost the seconds in front of everybody. Finland definitely in the lead now. Henna Sarinan showing a really good performance, and Denmark coming right behind. Men coming into the arena passage, crossing the arena passage right now in the arena.
Still in the lead in Sweden in the men 20. Now we go. Very soon.
And getting back to the men arena passage, and we have a few leaders here. We have a Czech Republic, Jan Hasek in the lead group, as well as Finland, Team 1 with Mika Nurmi. As well as France and Spain there. A little surprising. We can see the next athletes being warmed up and getting ready to head into the course. Looks like the leader group is pretty clear. Now the main task is not to make any to get all the controls and not to make too many mistakes. As you can see, all the small mistakes can. It's really hard to go back from those mistakes made. So Finland, team number 2 in a lead together with Czech Republic. For Finland, team number 2, it's Andre Haga. Together with Czech Republic, Jan Hasek. Finland, team number 1, Mika Nurmi. We have France, Jeremy Por, who finished 21st yesterday, as well as Czech Republic team number 2, which is Wojtek Stransky, and Spanish athlete there in the leader group, Angel Garcia. Let's wait for them at the finish. They're really close. we can see Finland. Yes, we can see Finland and Czech Republic coming into the changeover. A really good race for them. Andre Haga coming in as the first one with the time 40 minutes and 23 seconds. Wojtek Stransky right behind him, 8 seconds behind. And then the rest of the leader group. We can see Czech team, Finland, team number 1, also France and Spain. So, number 3, Mika Nurmi from Finland, and number 4, Spain, Angel Garcia. Also, Estonia coming in. It's also Estonia, Lauri Malsrus, who finished the 6th yesterday, as well as Italy, Fabiano Bettega, 45 seconds behind the leader. Estonia athlete putting the map in there. So it's definitely not impossible for everything to change here today, because relays are I think all the orienteering races are unpredictable, but relays are really unpredictable. Let's see who's coming in here. Lithuania, Jonas Vytautas Gvildis coming into the finish line and giving the chance to race for Jonas Maiselis. As we can see, minute and 50 seconds behind the leader Jan Hasek, behind the leaders Czech Republic. Also coming into the finish line, I think we can see Switzerland, and looks like it is Poland. Yeah, Poland, Bartosz Niebielski from Poland, Adrian Jägi from Switzerland, as well as Sebastian Svart from Sweden, coming in a little after 2 minutes behind the leader. And France, team 2, Samson Deriaz, 2.5 minutes behind the leaders, Czech Republic, on the leg 1. Poland athlete had a really good start of the race. At the first third of the course, he was in the lead, but unfortunately, looks like that at the end he lost some time. He lost some time somewhere. Could be on not the best route choice, could be just on the speed, or maybe some mistakes. And we will have a few words with the leg 1 leader, Jan Hasek, right now in a few.
We are not together with Slovakia for kind of 30 years.
Jan Hasek, great first leg for your team, Czech Republic.
Yeah, I think it was good. Not many mistakes, just a small one, so it was great for me. I rode with the 2 Finnish teams at the end, so it was good to cooperate with them.
So yesterday you were on the podium, and today you finished first for your team in the first leg. What are the chances for the rest of the team today, you think?
I'm hoping for the best. We got the world champs from yesterday and the 4th place for Wojtek, so I hope it's going to be good.
Thank you.
That was Jan Hasek, the fastest man today in the leg 1 in a World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships in Sweden. it has started to rain also. It's continuing to rain in the arena, so a little challenging weather conditions for the athletes. We are definitely waiting for the women athletes in the arena passage pretty soon, but let's look back at the results. Men leg 1. Last year, Czech Republic finished at Czech Republic. Both teams were DNS'd, so looks like they can really prove themselves this year. As you can see, Czech Republic, Jan Hasek, the fastest man today on leg 1 with 40 minutes and 21 seconds. Finland coming in second, and then the rest of the athletes. We are back with the women's GPSs. And as we can see, Finland is still in the lead. Finland is the lead. Let's see. Finland with Henna Sarinan. She's showing pretty good work today, pretty good race right now. And then coming right after her is Denmark with Cecilia Kristoffersen, and Sweden. Team Sweden with Anna Tiderman, as well as Czech Republic is right there behind them. Renata Palitskova, who finished in the 19th position yesterday in the middle distance. As well, I can see France athlete Lucy Rudkevits. And Baltic countries, Lithuania and Estonia, as well as Austria and the Czech Republic second team. Switzerland coming in there also. We can see Finland, Henna Sarinan taking a route choice to go back. She definitely chose better rideable tracks, but going around. Whilst Denmark and Sweden looks like they are trying to go pretty straightforward, I guess, to the next control. Yeah, looks like they're choosing the straight in the middle option. Let's see if it's a little better than going fast but around. Also, if Henna Saarinen from Finland has the far left forking, could be that this is a little better route choice for her. And we're back at the TV control number 1, waiting for leg number 2. Athletes competing, fighting for the medals, fighting for the podium. From Finland in leg 2. Okay, we have leaders here. So the fastest one right now until the TV control number 1 is Jussi Laurila from Finland, from the second team, Finland. And then there are 2 Czech Republic athletes, Jiří Hradil and Wojtek Ludwig, only 2 and 4 seconds behind the leader right now. Let's wait definitely for Finland team number 1.
on 26 seconds ahead of Italy.
Looks like that was France athlete, but not competing in men's elite group. Could be a junior. And Finland, team number 1, Timo Kaksonen, who had a really great race yesterday. So 2 Finland teams and 2 Czech Republic teams. As well as we can see Spain and Italy coming here, showing pretty good shape. Juan Sanz and Ricardo Rossetto coming 1 minute and 40 seconds behind the leaders. Estonia also. Marek Karm, as well as Jonas Maiselis from Lithuania.
Yet. And in the men 20 at the first to the control, Sweden has passed very good after 41 minutes 46 seconds. So Sweden still in the lead in the class men 20. No other teams so far. Sweden's very good.
We can see Finland, team 2, being in the lead. Jussi Laurila looks like in a pretty good leader position here, and he's definitely followed by Finland team number 1, Timo Kaksonen, as well as France, Baptiste Fuchs. As well as Czech Republic, team number 2, Jiří Hradil. Spain, we have some Spanish athletes here also. It's Juan Sanz.
Minute 35 seconds. 1 minute 35 seconds. Sweden ahead of Finland 1 in the costume. Very good. In the lead for Sweden 1, and he is 1:35 ahead of in costume in Finland 1.
Now, looks like we're following the leaders. Finland team number 2, Jussi Laurila, who has definitely grown some seconds, a bigger gap between him and the athletes right behind him since the TV control number 1.
Okay, 43. Now it's at the radio control. Control 43. Then 345. Not yet, you can say. But still, at control 43, the radio control, we have Finland in the lead. Just that team who has...
Looking back at the women's course, looks like in the lead there is Henna Sarinan from Finland, team number 1. So we can definitely expect and see them very soon in the arena passage. But right now, still following the Finnish athletes.
with 2 minutes 17 seconds in third place. In fourth place,
Looks like both Finnish athletes will meet, or maybe not really. No, Finnish athlete. They are both chasing each other. Jussi Laurila from the second team still in the lead, and coming right after him, Timo Kaksonen. As well as we can see France here.
minute and 34 seconds to go, because that's the gap between Finland and Denmark, who is in second place, 1:34 behind Finland. Finland, Denmark. And then Sweden too, Jimmy Rush, 2:09, behind in fourth place, and Elīna in third place, and in fourth place, Czech Republic 1, Finland, 2 minutes.
Now, looking at the GPS, we can definitely see the both leaders, both Finnish athletes, with the France coming right after them. Then Czech Republic with Spain, Lithuania, Italy, and Czech Republic, team number 1, a little behind team number 2, as well as Denmark and Switzerland. The rest of the athletes looks like they are falling a little behind the leader group. The weather outside is definitely getting rainier and rainier. Finland, team number 1 and team number 2, both athletes, Jussi Laurila and Timo Kaksonen. Looks like they're having different forkings, so splitting up to what seems to them to be their best route choices.
From Denmark.
Here we can see women waiting for the arena, waiting in the arena for the athletes. And looking at the women's results, it's Hanna Sarinan from Finland coming into the arena as the fastest leg finisher today, rider. Then after almost 2 minutes after her, we will see Cecilie Kristoffersen from Denmark. Then with her seems that it's Sweden and the Czech Republic riding together, the trio in a group. Lynn Billars from Sweden and Renata Balitskova from Czech Republic. About a minute later after them, we can see France athletes Lucy Rudkivets. And still waiting for Marvi Pesu from Finland, as well as Mari Linus from Estonia, Riana Knilica from Austria, as well as Vendula Musilova from Czech Republic, Dorothea Stecken from Germany, Maria Garcia Rodriguez from Spain, Ariana Arpagus from Switzerland, and as well as Ramona Arlauskiene from Lithuania and Anna Tiderman from Sweden. And looking back at the last year's results, when Lithuania got the 4th place, looks like they are not doing that well this year, unfortunately. Falling pretty much behind. And let's wait for Hanna Sarinan coming into the arena. She is definitely ready to pass past the course, to her teammate, which is Ruska Sarela. Pretty strong athlete. Here we can see Ruska Sarela going into the map. Here we can see Ruska Sarela going to the maps. Yesterday in the middle distance she was the 6th fastest athlete, so we definitely expect a very good and clear race from her also. Right after her, Denmark, Cecilia Kristoffersen. If Finland and Denmark doesn't make any big mistakes, we can expect definitely a clear competition between them for the medals, as well as of course Sweden and Czech Republic, which we can expect to come into the finish as a group. Denmark, Sweden and Czech Republic. At the last split control they were together, only a few seconds apart. So if no one of them has been lost, then we can definitely expect for them to come in here as a group. Yes. Looks like Cecilia Kristoffersen and Renata Pavlickova are going together. Only 2 seconds in the split between them, and a little bit more, 10 seconds for Lynn Billars from Sweden team number 2. So Cecilia Kristoffersen is ready to give a chance to compete for Nicolene Splittorff, which showed the fastest and the best results yesterday in the middle distance while receiving gold medal. And Renata Pavlickova is giving the race right now to Maria Kamaryatova, who finished yesterday at the 17th place. So let's hope she can show the best of her also today, as well as Lynn Billars from Sweden, giving the chance to go into the forest to her teammate, which is Karin Gustafsson. As you can see, this is definitely the leader group right now. Henna Sarinan in 2 minutes lead, gave her teammate 2 minutes lead whilst going into the forest. But we can see 3 women right behind them, as well as Sweden team number 1, Anna Tiderman, who now passed the race on to Cecilia Thomasen, who was at a pretty good shape yesterday also. And a few words.
Sarinan from Finland Team 1, you made a great first leg. Can you tell us about your lead?
I was almost all the time alone in the forest. I started very fast, aggressive, and then I noticed that we have different controls at first, and I wanted to ride alone.
Yeah. Was there any difficulties?
Yeah, the first part of the map was easy and very fast, but the last part was very difficult, and there was short controls. The distance between controls was very short, so you had to be very very careful in there.
Good job.
Thank you.
That was Henna Sarinan from Finland, coming in as the fastest woman in the leg 1. And right now, let's follow the rest of the athletes. Ruska Saarela from Finland, and Nicolene Splitter from Denmark, as well as Maria Kamrajatova from Czech Republic, Karin Gustafsson from Sweden, as well as Cecilia Thomasson from Sweden and Constance de Villers from France. A quick GPS replay. We are back with the men. We can see that they are going to come into the arena pretty soon. Finland, team number 2, making a little mistake. They're also missing a road. Looks like the both Finnish teams are still in a pretty good lead. As well as France and Lithuania are somewhere there. Italy and Czech Republic, team number 2. Finland, team number 1 and team number 2, Timo Kaksonen and Jussi Laurila. Looks like at the control, Timo is in front of Jussi Laurila by 38 seconds. At the last split control. And we're quickly back to the women GPSs who have recently started the second leg. And could it be that the France athlete is making a mistake going too far down the road to the first control? Looks like France athlete really did make a mistake there, Constance de Villers, whilst the others are fighting for that place in the podium. Definitely trying to be the fastest ones. We can say Czech Republic, team number 1, Maria Kamrajatova, as well as Sweden right there. Sweden with Karin Gustafsson. And Denmark, of course, yesterday's gold medalist, Nicolene Splitter, coming right after them. They have to be really fast and really precise for Nicolene not to come right after them. And France, Constance de Villers, after making a mistake there, going too far down the road from the start. We can see different forkings for the women a little bit later. And of course the Finnish athlete who was more than 2 minutes in front of everybody else, Ruska Saarela. She was a little bit out of the frame there, but now we can see her. We can see her going strong. But there is definitely a group behind her, so she definitely cannot afford to make any big mistakes. Team Sweden, Czech Republic and Denmark coming right after her. Here we are, back into the forest. TV control number 1. That must be Ruska Sarinan from Finland. Coming, yes, that was her. Coming as the fastest woman for now. And let's see time-wise what the gap is between her and the rest of the athletes. Has she managed to make the gap bigger? Looks like it could have definitely become bigger. Looks like Denmark is falling behind just a little, but choosing the big asphalt road to go ahead. That's definitely a faster option than the forest roads. We can also see Lithuania with Karolina Mickevičiūtė-Judosienė coming into the frame, as well as Estonia and Austria. Estonia with Elīna here, and Austria with Michaela Gigon. Back at the TV control number 1. Let's see the following athletes. Looks like the gap is created bigger. Good job, Ruska Sarinan. Looks like the gap is definitely bigger from the leader and the group that follows right after her. Here we can see Karin Gustafsson from Sweden. Karin Gustafsson from Sweden coming right after her, as well as oh yeah, I'm sorry, it was Cecilia Thomasson coming right after. Also, Maria Komarietova from Czech Republic, more than 3 minutes behind the leader right now. Now Denmark with Nicolene Splidorf, gold medalist yesterday in the middle distance.
Control
Right now we are following Ruska Saarela from Finland, as you can see right here on the GPS.
On his way towards the last control, and we hope to see very, very good for Sweden there also. They have enough to see. Very soon at the last control, Finland won in men 20. It's the front in the men 20 class. On the third and last leg. Now it will be interesting to see the gap between Altonen and perhaps it will be Peter Silver. Maybe. We have to see. We have no other pre-warning. No. The question is only one wrestling pre-warn in the men 20. We're waiting for Krēmere. We're also waiting for Benjamin Gardenak in Austria.
As we can see here, Finland is still in the lead with Ruska Saarela riding for the leg number 2, and she has managed to create a bigger gap between her as the leader and the group with Czech Republic, Sweden and Denmark, which follows right after her, from 2.5 minutes to more than 3.
57 seconds behind Emil Koskinen, and now we can see the silver medal is from yesterday. Waiting for his teammate. Very good. On the other side of the football arena.
We're still at the TV control number 1, waiting for some athletes to come in, right?
On the third leg, Jasna. Now behind. Altonen is in the front. And also see the teams behind Finland and Czech Republic, not too far behind Sweden. Finland first, and then we have the Czech Republic.
Estonian athlete coming into the TV control number 1, Elīna here. As well as we can see Lithuania here, Karolina Mickevičiūtė Judosienė, more than 8 minutes behind the leader Ruska Saarela. We're following the group. Looks like Swedish athletes. Karin Gustafsson, Cecilia Thomason coming onto the road there. As we can see, Finland, Ruska Saarela has created a really big gap and is collecting those seconds as she goes, increasing the speed. Actually, moving on to the men's course, they are pretty soon coming into the arena. So changing over to leg 3, so that's really exciting too. Here we can see men changing for the leg number 3. Right now, looking at the results, the fastest men right now looks like it's going to be Timo Kaksonen. 7 seconds behind him is coming Jussi Larila. They are both from Finland, showing a pretty good race and coming into the finish there. That is Timo Kaksonen, could be. And yeah, that's Timo Kaksonen, and right behind him is Jussi Larila. Both Finnish athletes are taking the leadership positions right now. Coming into the finish line, their times are 80 minutes and 28 and 35 seconds. It's like hour and 20 minutes. As you can see, there are only 7 seconds between them. So it's a great possibility to fight with your countrymate for the medals. Right after, in a few seconds, I think there is, in about 20 seconds, there is France coming also, Baptiste Fuchs. Looks like he will be the third one here at the Finnish arena. The last split, he was 1 minute and 15 seconds behind the leader. So it's a pretty good chance to still fight for better medals. Right now, giving the chance to race to the next athlete from his country, and looks like it's gonna be also Jiří Hradil coming into the finish line and he's from Czech Republic, as well as Jonas Maiselis from Lithuania. Looks like they're going in a duo. 2 minutes and 40 seconds behind the leader, so there's still a chance to fight for the podium. And a little bit after them, we can see Wojtek Ludwig, almost 4 minutes behind the leader. He's from Czech Republic, as well as France, Florian Pinsard, 4 minutes and 10 seconds behind the leader. He's riding together with Silas Hotz from Switzerland. And there's Riccardo Rossetto from Italy coming a little bit behind them too. So right now in the course there are Samuel Pokkala from Finland, Juha Lia from Finland also, as well as Johan Courtois from France. As we can see, Czech Republic and Lithuania coming in. Jiří Hradil and Jonas Maiselis. 2 minutes and 50 seconds behind the leader. The last leg riders, the last course in the relay definitely has to be perfect in order to fight for the podium, fight for the medals. And of course, better place. as we can see, them going into the forest. So I can remind you that it's going to be Samuel Pohkala fighting for the gold there from Finland, team number 1. Yesterday he came as the second fastest in the middle distance, so a really good result from him. Then Finland, team number 2. There is going to be Juha Liia fighting for the gold, as well as Jan Courtois from France and Martin Kanta from Czech Republic, as well as Ignas Ambrazas from Lithuania. Czech Republic and Switzerland. From Switzerland, it's going to be Simon Brandli from Switzerland, and Christoph Bogar, who was the gold medalist yesterday, is fighting for that medal from Czech Republic. They have more than 4 minutes to chase the leaders, both Finnish athletes. But, everything is possible and everything can happen in the relay.
Out on the third and last leg. We are waiting for women 20 to change over from second to third leg. And at the TV control we had Sweden 1:57 ahead of Finland, 7 minutes 13 seconds ahead of Finland 1, and in fourth place.
Timo Kakskonen, you started as number 4 and you came in from your leg as number 1. How was your race out there?
I make little mistake for first control, but after it was semi-good.
Was there any difficulties?
Yes, all the time it was hard. I have to take slow riding that I don't make big mistake.
And what are your chances for your team, do you think?
I think everything is possible. Thank you.
That was Timo Kaksonen coming in as the fastest man in the second leg on today's men's relay in the World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships. Having a little peek into the women's race, we can see that Ruska Sarela is still being in the lead, and she has created a bigger gap. As we can remember, when she first head into the forest, she was only a little after 2 minutes in front of the group behind her, but now she has created a gap on almost 4 minutes. 4 minutes right behind her. There's Cecilia Thomasson from Sweden, Nicolene Splitter from Denmark, 4 minutes and 43 seconds behind the leader, as well as Maria Komriatova from Czech Republic with 5 minutes and 15 seconds behind the leader. We can see the men finishing. Riccardo Rossetto from Italy, 6 minutes behind the leader. Juan Sanz from Spain, as well as Alan Jensen from Denmark, Rasmus Norgen from Sweden, and Marek Karm from Estonia. Here we can see the leg 2 results of men. Finland, Timo Kaksonen and Jussi Larila, definitely the leaders in this leg. Finnish athletes are definitely in the forest right now. Let's see that we can really soon see the GPS from them. But now a quick replay Oh, sorry, quick replay from women's race. We have a woman, leg one, Ruska Saarela, creating that gap bigger and bigger. Ruska Saarela creating the job for Marika Hara in the leg number 3 a little easier. Right now we can see her taking route choice going all around. Let's see which of the forking controls does she have. You can see Sweden and Denmark. Sweden going back, taking a different route choice there. As well as Denmark. Well, Ruska Saarela has to make like a really big mistake to let the opponents catch her, but let's hope that she doesn't do anything much of wrong here. Because she is in a quite big lead here. Looks like she's having some problems getting maybe uphill there to the control. And TV control number 1 for last leg number 3. We can see Finland, who has already passed, but the results, Samuel Pokkala looks like is falling a little behind from his teammate Juha Liam. On the women's race, we on the live results, we can see Lithuania and Estonia coming together more than 10 minutes behind the leader. It's already more than 10 minutes behind the leader. But right now, we're waiting for France, Czech Republic and Lithuania athletes coming here to the TV control number 1 pretty soon. And we can see France. Johan Courtois is coming in only a little less than 3 minutes behind the leader. Here we are, following the leader. Juha Liam, who looks pretty strong. Going into the far left side of the map, collecting controls. His teammate could be somewhere, maybe a little behind them. It's again raining out here at the arena, So pretty changing weather conditions for the athletes. It's really interesting to see. There are some athletes who are completely enjoying the rain, some athletes who don't enjoy the rain at all. Some think that the rain is pretty refreshing. Here we can see Juha-Liia heading for the control, and we have updated the split times. So right now the fastest two teams are from Finland, Finnish athletes, Juha-Liia and Samuel Pokkala. And 3 minutes right behind them, it's Johan Courteus from France, as well as 3.5 minutes behind Christophe Bogart from Czech Republic, who was the gold medalist yesterday, and Simon Brandley from Switzerland, 3 minutes and 51 seconds behind the leader right now. Also, let me remind you that only countries are fighting for the medals. So that means if both Finnish athletes finish as the fastest ones, that only the fastest team will get the medal. Because there are not teams fighting with each other, there are countries fighting with each other for the medals. So it actually opens up a chance for the group right behind the leaders, about 3.5 minutes behind the leaders, to really fight for the podium here. Here we can see both Finland athletes, Finnish athletes' GPSs. I think the gap is starting to get bigger than just only 33 seconds. And we can see the leader group right behind them. So it's France, Czech Republic, Lithuania, another Czech Republic team, as well as Switzerland. Right there, about 3.5, maybe a little more minutes behind the leader here. It's also the last leg. It's also the last leg for the men's relay today, so it really all ends here. Right now they still have some controls to take and some routes to choose from and some legs to do. They still have to go down on the map at the furthest place and then come right back up to the arena, the finish line. Here we can follow the leaders for women's relay. Ruska Saarela coming in very promising into the finish line, and she is going to her teammate Marika Hara, who will have an impressive lead in front of other athletes. So let's hope that she will do her race pretty well. Ruska Saarela finishing, and Marika Hara going into the forest. She was in the 8th place yesterday in the middle distance, so definitely in a good shape here. Looks like Nicolene Splitter from Denmark has managed to shrink the gap between her and the leader. The first split controls, it was almost 5 minutes, but right now it's a little less than 4 minutes. So Nicolene coming right after Marika Hara. Here we can see Denmark going through the arena passage and right into the few last controls, as well as Sweden. Cecilia Thomasson coming right after her. I think it's about 15 seconds there. And with Nicolene Splitter finishing her second leg, she is gonna pass the race to the Camilla Zogard. Let's remember that yesterday in the middle distance, Nicolene was the first one, and Camilla took the silver medal. So it's definitely gonna be interesting, and let's see if Camilla can manage to shrink the gap between her and the Finnish athletes even more, or what do you know, maybe even take the gold home. It's definitely gonna be very interesting. Leg number 3, definitely at the end there. We can also see a Czech Republic, Maria Kamariotova. She will be at the finish line in a few minutes, but also pretty soon. And if she does really good, if she performs really good, there could still be a chance to fight for the medals. Here we can see patiently waiting athletes, excited for what's gonna happen in the last leg of today's relay. And it must be Nicolene Splitter from Denmark coming right here at the arena any second. And Nicolene Splitter hasn't managed to shorten the gap in the few last controls, but it's fine. She's still holding on to there. Looks like at the last split control she was 4 minutes and 8 seconds behind Ruska Sarela, the leader. Now let's see her. Looks like she's coming in right now. Yes! That's Nicolene Splitter in a really, really good shape here. Yesterday's gold in the middle distance. She's coming in to give
39 seconds behind Denmark.
Yes, to high-five her teammate and give her a chance to fight for the podium today. It's no one else than Camilla Zogard going into the forest right now. As well, we can see Cecilia Thomasson from Sweden, about 40 seconds behind Nicolene Splitter from Denmark.
It is. And then we have
Cecilia Thomasson giving high five to Nadia Larsson, who did finish in the 3rd position yesterday. So that's definitely gonna be a fight of the stars. In about 2 minutes, I think we will see Maria Kamriatova from Czech Republic coming into the arena also. She has fallen a little bit more behind, but it's completely fine. And right after her, it's Constance de Villers from France, as well as Karolina Mickevičiūtė-Jurosienė from Lithuania. They are about 9, Constance de Villers is about 9 minutes away from the leader. And for Lithuania, Karolina, it's 11.5 minutes. Going back at the men, leg number 3, almost the end of the race. Oh no, looking at the Spain, looks like making a quite big mistake. They're confused, really, going onto the wrong road. That's a definitely mistake here. But going back to men, leg number 3. We can see that the gap has been created bigger. It's looks like it's a little hard for Samuel Pokala to shrink the gap between him and his teammate from Finland, Juha-Liia. So right now, judging by the split times, Juha-Liia from Finland in the first position. Almost 2 minutes behind him is Samuel Pokala, also from Finland. Then in the third position for now, it's Johan Courtois from France, 3 minutes and 40 seconds behind the leader. And then we can see Simon Brandli from Switzerland, 3 minutes and 58 seconds behind the leader, as well as Martin Kanta from Czech Republic and Christoph Bogart from Czech Republic, also 4 minutes and 15 and 20 seconds behind the leader, as well as Lithuania. Ignas Ambrazas, 4 minutes 18 seconds behind the leader for now. Let's see if Juha-Liia is able to make the gap bigger and come in as the fastest athlete in leg number 3 today. Going a little back to the women athletes, as I mentioned before. We are, looks like it could be Czech Republic, Maria Kamriatova. 8 minutes and 15 seconds behind the leader in the last split. Looks like that in the finish it's gonna be a little more. Almost 9 minutes there. And she is giving a hand, letting her teammate Martina Tyčovská to go into the forest. Martina Tyčovská yesterday showed herself from one of the best sides. She was in the 10th place. As we can see, the leaders, Finland, Denmark, 2 Swedish teams, as well as Czech Republic. Let's remember that anything can happen during a relay and the results can very, very quickly change at any time. Going back to the men's course, Finland still showing athletes still showing themselves really, really strong. Juha-Liia in the front.
Not yet any team who has chance at the pre-warning. Ja, det blir spännande det här. Det kan bli spännande det här. Alltså, vi vet, ja, så... Not yet. Vi tittar mot den sista kontrollen ifall förvarningen inte är med då. Vi vill look at the last control.
Finland taking a little longer route choice around, going around more far to the left side. And we can see the leader group coming there right behind. We can unfortunately see the Spain in after the mistake doing something there, trying to recover.
I don't know which team he is. Lots of teams in this relay.
Looking back at the leg number 2, Juan Sanz from Spain he was only 6 minutes and 16 seconds behind the leader, but right now looks like the mistake was at least for a few minutes there. So maybe not the best race for Javier Munoz Guerro. Looks like Juhalia is definitely making the gap between himself and Samuel Pokala a little bigger there. Let's see, this forking control can be a little tricky, and since we are not quite sure which forking controls are for which orienteer, then it's really hard to judge the route choices they are making. But looks like both Finnish teams might be having the same control, or at least the control that's right there. Here we are, following the leader. Yes, Marika Hara from Finland. Judging by the split result, she is the only one who has right now been in TV control number 1. So we'll definitely need to wait for her competitors to see how many minutes and seconds in front of the Marika Hara is. Let me remind you that right after her it's Denmark with Camilla Zögaard, Sweden with Nadia Larsson, Gabriela Gustafsson from Sweden as well, and Martina Tichovska from Czech Republic, as well as France, Lou Garcin. Here we can see the bigger leg. Could be a tougher route choice. Here we can see the arena passing and waiting for Finnish athletes here. Then we'll definitely see the splits, and we will see the gap between the leaders, Juha-Liia and Samuel Pokkala, as well as France, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Sweden. And right now, judging by the split results, Juha-Liia has been checked into control number 43, which is right before the arena passage. So we will definitely see him in a bit, but looks like now he's in a very good lead position. And if not anything big happens at the very last part of the course, he'll definitely be a leader when coming outside, when crossing the finish line here at the arena. Here we can see some juniors also coming into the arena, but pretty soon we will see Juha-Liia coming in, as we can see by the GPS. As we can see, Finnish athletes, Juha-Liia and Samuel Pokkala, coming pretty soon into the arena passage, but looks like it's gonna be a pretty big fight over the silver and bronze medals between France, Johan Courtois, Simon Brandley from Switzerland, and Martin Kanta from Czech Republic, as well as Ignas Ambrazas from Lithuania, and Krzysztof Bogar from Czech Republic, who showed himself really well. Juha-Liia just passed the arena.
Yes, we had him on the screen, so watch the screen instead of the computer.
And here we can see Juha-Liia coming. He has already passed the arena and now is going into the final loop with the controls. And Czech Republic, Switzerland, France fighting for the rest of the medals, as well as Lithuania coming there. We can also see Sweden in the screen a little bit more behind, and as well as Denmark. For Sweden is Marcus Jansson, and for Denmark, Mikael Brunstedt Norgard. And here we can see at the arena passing Samuel Pokkala, Finland team number 1. We'll see how far he's behind his teammate, country mate, if we might say that. And very, very soon it's gonna be Switzerland and Czech Republic coming in. Looks like Czech Republic making a very unnecessary longer route choice here. Going far, far to the right. Looks like it's a bigger road, but does it help in any way here? I really doubt so. This could cost them a silver medal now. Looks like France is a little falling a little more behind, but Lithuania is right there also. And Samuel Pokala, he was at the arena passage 1 minute and 50 seconds behind Juha. So I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be definitely really hard for him to catch up that minute and 50 seconds, as well as Switzerland. We just saw Switzerland. Simon Brandley, 3 minutes and 12 seconds behind the leader. If he doesn't make any big mistakes, we can say that he is in a very good position to fight for the silver medals. And the finish line coming in hot, it's nobody else than Juha from Finland. Team Finland, number 2, is definitely no more number 2 for today. It's definitely number 1. Juha, the fastest man on the third leg in the relay in the World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships. We can see him and his teammates as well. Finland, Team Finland, number 2, Andre Haga, Jussi Laurila and Juha Liam. And there should be more Finnish guys, more Finnish athletes coming in pretty soon. Also, as well as Switzerland and Czech Republic looking pretty well. Pretty good, Christoph Bogard. Could be that he has been fighting for the whole race today. And he is in a really good position right now also. 5 minutes and 4 seconds behind the leader at the arena passage, Lithuania, Ignas Ambrazas. As well, we can see France and Czech Republic, team number 2, coming into the arena passage. But is it too late for them to fight for the medals? Looks like could be. Finland, team number 1. Looks like Samuel Pokala needs to collect that one more control and then come into the finish for the control number 100. Looks like Switzerland is right there behind Samuel Pokala. Looks in only 20 seconds. Simon Brandley having a really good last part of the race. Samuel Pokala coming in. It's him, 2.5 minutes behind his team leader, and right now coming in for the silver, it's Simon Brandelli from Switzerland. He looks pretty happy. His teammates are pretty happy too. Simon Brandley with a really great leg. He fought from the 5th place and he shrunk the gap from 3 minutes and 50 seconds to only almost 3 minutes. So a really good race. We can see his team here: Adrian Jägi and Silas Hots. And Simon Brandley. Yesterday he finished in the 7th position, so he is in a pretty good shape. And now we are waiting for the bronze medalists. Looks like it's gonna be Czech Republic with Krzysztof Bogar. Yes, that is Krzysztof Bogar coming into the arena. Krzysztof Bogar has shown a pretty good race today. He really fought at first. Looks like he didn't have a very good first part of the race, where he fall almost 4.5 minutes behind the leader, but right now it's a little less than 4 minutes behind the leader, so looks like a pretty good race for him also. Czech Republic team. First leg for Jan Hasek, second leg Wojtek Ludwig, and the third one Krzysztof Bogar. We're also definitely waiting for Lithuania, who looks like is gonna come pretty soon. Could be about 10 to 20 seconds. Ignas Ambrazas. Here we can see Ignas Ambrazas from Lithuania. Looks like it's gonna be the wood medal, or the 4th place for Lithuania. 5th place overall. Not that bad for Lithuanian athletes. And at the finish line, we can see coming in Jan Courtois from France and Martin Kanta from Czech Republic. Looks like Jan Courtois is a little bit faster on the finish line. They have been racing together, starting in the leg number 3 in the middle. The finish looks pretty intense for both of them. And as we can see, Jan Courtois 5 minutes 42 seconds behind the leader, finishing in the 6th position overall, but judging by the countries, it's going to be the 5th position. As well as Martin Kanta from Czech Republic. He is right here somewhere at the finish arena also. This must be Marcus Jansson from Sweden. Marcus Jansson from Sweden. Coming in pretty strong. Looks like he had a pretty stable performance today, but unfortunately he was just too far behind. More than 7 minutes. At first he was more than 7 minutes behind the leaders, and he was able to shrink the gap second by second, but at the end it's still 7 minutes behind the Finland athletes. There's definitely going to be Denmark athletes coming in soon into the arena. Mikael Brunst Norgard. Looks like in the race he was only 40 seconds behind. Yes, here he is. Coming into the arena, Mikael Brunstedt Nordgaard from Denmark. Looks like he is going to have the 9th, his team is going to have the 9th position overall, but judging by the countries, it's going to be a little better. I think it's going to be the 7th position, 7th best country today at the relay in World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships in Sweden.
Which place you third? Which place? I did many mistakes. In front of Sweden. I've seen a Swedish guy up there, and I was trying to catch him up.
Estonia coming in also. Here we can see Sander Pritsik, almost 10 minutes behind the leader, but still not the worst result. Sander Pritsik from Estonia. If we look at the last year's result in Finland, Estonia came in as the 14th team. And we are quickly back with the GPSs. Looks like, yeah, that's women. So we are back. We are waiting for the women pretty soon. Pretty soon they're gonna come into the arena passage and then head into the last lap. What has changed? If anything, not much really. We can see Marika Hara building a bigger and bigger gap between herself and the two athletes right behind her. Marika Hara having a pretty good race. Right after her, we can see Denmark and Sweden. For Denmark, it's Camilla Søgaard competing, and she at the last split control, she was about 6 minutes behind the leader. And for Sweden, Nadia Larsson. She was just 20 seconds slower than Camila at the last split control. And Czech Republic, Martina Tyčovská looks like she has. Here we can see the arena passage, but looks like Martina Tyčovská is losing some more time in the distance. At first she was only 9 minutes behind, but right now it's almost 10 minutes. So if she, I really think that if Denmark and Sweden doesn't make any big mistakes, then it's almost impossible for her to come up to them in the last few controls. So let's see the women athletes here. It's Marika Hara from Finland coming in. She has almost 6 minutes, a little bit more than 6 minutes in front of Denmark and Sweden and other countries. So that's a pretty big gap here. As you can see, Denmark and Sweden. Camilla Søgaard, Nadia Larsson coming into the arena passage. It's gonna be a few minutes definitely there.
Talk about the fight for the silver now. Sweden fought Denmark. So that was most interesting.
So Denmark,
The fight is still alive. It can be anyone.
Denmark, Camilla Søgaard and Nadia Larsson from Sweden. That's definitely a fight for the bronze medal. We know that Camilla Søgaard yesterday finished as the second fastest woman in the middle distance. So she has proven her already pretty strong. But speaking about Sweden, we have Nadia Larsson at the she finished yesterday pretty good also at the podium. So that's definitely a pretty intense fight. We can see them both going almost side by side. So it's definitely gonna be a stressful last loop for both of them, also for us. The Sweden GPS looks like it has lost signal for a second there, but pretty soon we will get it back for sure. We can see Czech Republic, Martina Tyčovská coming right after them. Looks like she has chosen to go in the middle, taking the middle route choice. So it definitely depends on her forking. Also at the right corner, upright corner, we can still see Marika Hara going into the last loop there. Looks like she is in a really good shape, so nothing much to worry about. I think it's the last two controls for Marika Hara. And she will be coming into the finish line with a pretty big gap in front of Denmark and Sweden, who looks like both athletes are fighting really there, side by side. And looking by the GPSs, we can see that Sweden has made a mistake there, going a little too far to the control. Looks like Czech Republic is going pretty strong, and here is Marika Hara coming here. Her teammates with her, and well, they do not have to hurry anywhere much, because almost 7-minute gap in front of the rest of the teams. And looks like now we can congratulate Marika Hara on being definitely the fastest woman here. and she was able to just grow this gap bigger and bigger by the time. So a really, really good race for her. Here we can see Finland, team number 1, with Henna Sarinan, Ruska Sarala and Marika Hara. All the girls were in top 10 yesterday. So that's definitely, they were all favorites from the beginning, and they have just proven themselves today as not very strong individuals, but as well as a pretty strong team together. Here we can see some juniors finishing also, but
So Juha Lilja, from the final leg for the Finnish team 2, the winner of the championship relay. How was it to end first but not start first from your leg?
I think I had a good place to start because there was 2 Finnish teams and I heard there was some gap behind us, so it was easy to concentrate on the orienteering. So it was a good place to start, I think.
When did you know that you were in the lead?
I saw Samuel on 5th control or something like that after that, and he was in front of me, but he missed one crossing, and I did turn to the right way, so then I knew that he was a little bit behind, but I couldn't. After that I didn't see anyone at the forest, so I thought maybe I am at the lead all the time.
Great, congratulations to you and your whole team.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Arena passing, we can see Sweden. Nadia Larsson could be. I think that's definitely her. Denmark maybe already passed us or coming right here. Let's see who's that. Yeah, looks like this is Denmark. Camilla Zoegard coming after Nadia Larsson. The fight for the for the silver medal right here. It's real, and it's gonna all come down into onto this loop. But let's see here, GPS, Denmark and Sweden making a mistake there, allowing Czech Republic to come closer into them. Yeah, that was, and more mistakes coming from Denmark and Sweden. Not really big ones, but those small mistakes. And Czech Republic also going there in a completely wrong direction. Looks like the stress is coming onto all the athletes, and even by making all those small mistakes, it's very possible to athletes behind you to shrink that gap between you. But looks like that the Czech Republic will be taking the 4th place here. I don't really think it's possible to come up to Sweden and Denmark like this with this big of a gap. But Denmark and Sweden fighting for the silver here. It's a fight between Nadia Larsson and Camilla Zoegard. Both girls are really strong. Both girls were on the podium yesterday. So let's see how it turns out. How are the forking controls? If we look a little bit back at the arena passage control, then Camilla Zoegard was 20 seconds. Looks like more than 25, about 25 seconds later there than Nadia Larsson. So every little mistake, every little route choice in this little loop counts. We can see Sweden is taking the furthest forking control. Let's see which one of them 3 has Denmark has. And Czech Republic also coming in steadily into the arena passage. But let's see the fight for the silver now. Really intense. Looks like they are gonna meet there. Czech Republic coming into the arena passage. Martina Tyčovská is about 2.5 minutes behind both of those girls. And as we can see, Sweden is continuing to increase the gap. Nadia Larsson, really good race for her today. She just managed to shrink the gap at the beginning, but then it was a little bit more. We can see Nadia Larsson coming onto the arena. It's gonna be about 20 seconds in front of Camille Zoegard, but looks pretty good for Nadia Larsson. We cannot see Camille Zoegard still here at the arena, and it looks like it's a really good silver medal in the relay for Team Sweden. Nadia Larsson. Team Sweden today consisted of 3 beautiful, awesome girls. It was Anna Tiderman, Cecilia Thomasson, and Nadia Larsson. Pretty good race. Strong girls. Nadia going to a readout, and we're still waiting for Denmark. Cecilia Thomasson should, Camilla Zoegard should be somewhere right here in a second. Camilla Zoegard coming into the arena right now, as you can see, and she is definitely some time behind Nadia Larsson, which puts her and her team into the medal position. It's bronze, still a medal. And looks like she managed to make some more mistakes, or just be slower in general in the last loop. She created a bigger gap. At first they were going together, and at the end it was a 20-second gap at the arena passage, and now at the end, at the finish line, it's a minute and 12 seconds gap. So really something happened there to Camilla Zoegard in the last loop. But bronze medal, congratulations girls. We can see the 4th place, Martina Tyčovská coming into the arena also. It's the 4th place for Czech Republic. But right now, the 3rd place for Denmark. They are Cecilia Kristoffersen, Nicolene Splittorff, and Camilla Zoegard. Nicolene Splittorff took the gold yesterday. Camilla Zoegard was the 2nd, and Cecilia Kristoffersen 13th. Here we can see Czech Republic looks like making a mistake, going far to right to the next control here at the end the loop. So definitely lost some seconds there. So Czech Republic coming into the finish pretty soon. That looks like Czech Republic. Yes, that's Martina Tyčovská. After a little mistake there at the end loop right before the finish.
maybe not. And maybe. Tomorrow, yeah. Thanks. I think we should say to her instead. Thank you. How did you do today and yesterday? And so
There's so much noise going on. There's all the trucks.
We were at least like
So, Elīna, Sweden is disqualified with Denmark will take the silver, Czech Republic will take the bronze. Okay?
Oh no. Oh no, don't cry to the map. It hasn't done anything to you. We had the same, I guess.
Okay, so it looks like that Sweden has been disqualified. Breaking news, Sweden has been disqualified for the women's relay because of entering a forbidden zone. So Czech Republic is taking the bronze and Denmark will be taking the silver. Finland with Marika Hara still being the fastest team out there, but unfortunately Team Sweden is disqualified because of entering an forbidden area on the map. Right now, looks like the Sweden 2 with Gabriel Gustafsson is the best, the fastest Swedish team. Where you can see it definitely has, it definitely pours a lot of rain right now outside. But luckily, the race, the fight for the medals has concluded. Of course, there are some other athletes out there still fighting for the best places they can get. But Gabriel Gustafsson coming into the 4th position, Sweden team number 2. There are still Finland team number 2 out there. And
And you see now after this control, she will go into this creek, so going out in the forest out of the top. Look now.
okay, so here we can see Anna Tiderman making a mistake going, not going onto the road there. Looks like that was definitely the reason for the disqualification. She didn't go onto the road. She was just riding a creek there. So unfortunately, Sweden team number 1 is disqualified, but still, team Sweden, Sweden number 2, takes the 4th place today in the women's relay. As we can see, there are 4 finishers right now. I think there is gonna be more. I think, yeah, into the arena there is Lithuania and Finland coming. They should be here in a few seconds. Yeah, that's Finland, I think, and it's Lithuania will be coming somewhere right after. Finland, Antonia Haga and Gabriela Andrasiuniene coming somewhere right behind her. So it's the 5th and the 6th position. Yeah, here we can see Lithuania. Gabriela Andrasiuniene. Not the best result for Lithuanian girls. Last year it was definitely a little better. But no worries, the terrain is pretty challenging right here in Sweden, so it definitely creates a lot of challenges for everybody. So still in the forest there is France, then there's Czech Republic team number 2 also, and there's Pibe Timamae from Estonia, also still into the forest, as well as Austria, Marina Reinhardt, and Germany, Anke Danowski, as well as Switzerland, Ursina Jaegi. Here we can see France and Czech Republic. Looks like they are fighting for the 7th and 8th place. Going into the arena passage right here. But yeah, it looks like we have divided the medals. Unfortunately, it's a disqualification for Sweden team, and gold will be taken in the relay for women to the Finland. Then there's silver for Denmark, and bronze for Czech Republic because of the other team's disqualification.
For your info, we are waiting for, we had some rumors that there might be a flower ceremony, so we want to check that, but you don't have to say it.
So we are still following the last women athletes in the forest. In the last loop, it's Czech Republic team number 2, as well as France and Austria, and somewhere there must be Estonia too. And looks like that we are going to cover the flower ceremony also, which starts at 12:45. Here we can see heading to the finish line another women's team. It's Czech Republic number 2, Katerina Novakova, coming into the 7th position. Looks like it's definitely sometime behind the leaders. It's almost 20 minutes, 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Her teammates Vendula Musilova and Valerie Kamerarova, they did the best they could, and at the end here you can see the result. Also, we can see some juniors and some more elite riders. The Estonian, I think it was, yes, it was Pibe Tamamae. And right now, France finished also. So, Pibeta Mamae, 20 minutes behind the leader, 8th position. And as you can see, pretty happy about the 8th position. It's really, really good. And also France. France came in, Lou Garçon in the 9th position, looks like. Yes, 9th position. Everything's fine. Congratulations, Estonia. A lot of emotions here. Very, very happy with the success. Really, really positive emotions here. Really great to see athletes so happy, even after the race. That's what orienteering and sports is in general is all about. All the emotions, sometimes it's mistakes, sometimes it's just getting lucky, but that's what orienteering is really about. Here we can see someone driving, cycling Austria. Looks like it's Austria. Marina Reiner coming in. Coming into the finish line, Austria. She competed today with her teammates Jana Hnilica and Michaela Gigon. And looks like now they're in top 10. There are still two athletes, two teams into the forest. Two teams into the forest, Germany and Switzerland. They still have to pass the arena passage, but the results now. As you can see, Finland number 1, Marika Hara and her teammates Ruska Sarela and Henna Sarinan. Number 2 takes the silver, Denmark, Camilla Zoegard in the leg number 3 with her teammates Cecilia Kristoffersen and Nicolene Splittorff. And the 3rd place looks like the bronze is going to Czech Republic, who at first came as the 4th best team, but since Sweden's disqualification, they are into the 3rd position. So it's Martina Tichovska with Maria Kamriatova and Renata Paulitskova. Sweden team number 2 is in the 4th place. It's Linn Billards, Karin Gustafsson and Gabriela Gustafsson. As well as Finland team number 2 finishing into the 5th place. It's Marvi Pesu, Ingrid Stengard and Antonia Haga. Ingrid Stengard was in a really good shape yesterday, but unfortunately got disqualified or missed punched. I'm not sure, but she didn't finish the race completely. And top 6 concludes Lithuania. Team Lithuania, Ramune Arlauskiene, Karolina Mickevičiūtė-Judosienė with Gabriela Andrasiūnienė. Looks like we are gonna join the flower ceremony any second now. So let's switch to that pretty soon. And I am reminding you of the men race also, men relay. As we can see, both Finland teams took the first 2 places, but since we are rewarding countries, not teams, so that means Finland team number 2 will be receiving the gold. It's Andre Haga, Jussi Laurila and Juha Lia. Into the second position is Finland number 1, Mika Nurmi, Timo Kaksonen and Samuel Pokala. But into the third position and receiving the silver will be Switzerland team number 1 with Adrian Jägi, Silas Hots and Simon Brandley. Into the fourth position, but receiving the bronze medal is Czech Republic. Looks like it's 2 bronze medals for Czech Republic today in the relay. Jan Hasek, Wojtek Ludwig and Krzysztof Bogar receiving the bronze today for the men's relay. And then follows Lithuania with some very, very great athletes. Jonas Vitautas Gvildis, Jonas Maiselis and Ignas Ambrazas. So let's join the flower ceremony and award the fastest athletes today.
While we're waiting the team to the football arena, we can tell you that we will have the official prize ceremony in the evening at the event center in Lugnekvalen. 8 o'clock in the evening, the official prize awards ceremony at the event center. But first we will have the flower ceremony, maybe. It would be nice. We're still waiting.
So thank you everybody for joining us today in World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships 2022 in Sweden, Säter. Don't worry if you missed 2 days live. You can always watch the replay at your convenience. And also let me remind you that in tomorrow we will have our next race, which is the long distance. Then on Monday we will have a little relaxation day for the athletes, and then it's gonna be sprint and mass start. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Elīna Krēmere, and make sure to join us tomorrow for the long distance on World Mountain Bike Orienteering Championships here in Sweden. Have a great rest of the day and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.